through the expansion of its network to encompass practically the whole world and the development of innovative liquidity channels, Ripple is increasing its capacity for liquidity. In spite of the fact that each of these subjects is covered in the video, Ripple is looking to increase the amount of liquidity it has available. As a result, V brings each and every one of these concerns to the forefront. The video also discusses the significance of Bitcoin liquidity in the modern monetary system, which is another topic that is explored in the movie. In addition to inefficiencies, all of which are being swiftly replaced by digital alternatives, there are a number of issues that affect the traditional approach to financial management. Because of the introduction of the COVID-19 virus, which has caused temporary liquidity challenges in the cryptocurrency business as well as the stock market, this issue has been brought to light. This problem has been brought to light as a result of the appearance of the virus. The appearance of the virus has resulted in the emergence of these difficulties as a consequence. As a result of the fact that banks continue to be constrained as a result of the fact that they are holding on to loans that belong to commercial real estate, this is a consequence that has arisen. Both the commercial real estate industry and the banking industry are put under pressure as a result of this. Because of this, financial institutions have been holding on to a significant number of loans throughout periods of rising debt and worsening market conditions, which has led to the development of a liquidity problem. This is because of the fact that they have been keeping a big quantity of loans in their possession. Considering the fact that this uncertainty exists, the traditional financial system is on the verge of undergoing a significant transformational process. This is because of the fact that this uncertainty exists. Customers do not always have a clear understanding of the current state of their money and where it is being held when they use SWIFT-based transactions, the usual methods of payment which are characterized by obstacles of. This kind stand in stark contrast to this. Due to the absence of intermediaries, it may be challenging to transfer money on weekends, holidays, or outside of usual banking hours. This is because there are not enough intermediaries to settle transactions, which might make transaction settlement more difficult. As a consequence of this, there are no middlemen involved in the process of settling transactions. Because of this, there is a possibility that the process of settlement will be caused to be delayed, which is a scenario that could make it difficult to deal with the problem. In spite of the fact that the economy is currently undergoing the process of becoming more globalized, there are still problems that arise as a result of a lack of transparency and the occurrence of periodic delays. After conducting a comparison between SWIFT and Ripple, it was found that SWIFT has a higher market penetration, faster pre-funding speed, average cost transparency of 9 hours exposed certainty, transaction failure at many stages, access VPN, or at the very least. No funding is near to real-time speed. Ripple, on the other hand, has a speed that is closer to real-time. In addition, there are ex-ante charges that are incurred both before and after transactions, which causes the conclusion to be either successful or unsuccessful in a matter of seconds rather than minutes. Ripple's popularity relative to that of other cryptocurrencies is significantly lower than that of other cryptocurrencies due to all of these variables. As a means of providing a response, the Smoke Dog stressed the technological connection that existed between Ripple and the XRP ledger. In order to gain access to Ripple services, this was the response that Smoke Dog provided in response to this. Establishing a connection to a REST API that adheres to ISO 222 is the first step that must be taken. Before gaining access to Ripple services, it is necessary to fulfill this prerequisite in order to be eligible for access. This standard has been established by the industry in order to successfully connect Ripple with backend systems with success. This is the manner in which the integration is carried out. It is necessary for financial institutions to be connected to a REST API that is compatible with ISO 222 before they can integrate and utilize Ripple. This is a prerequisite for the integration and utilization of Ripple. It is necessary to have this in order to successfully integrate and utilize Ripple. In order to accomplish this, it is necessary for it to interface with back-office services, such as support, audit, trail, and compliance, as well as sending and receiving, and it must also provide a thorough depiction of how Ripple Labs functions. It is essential to make use of middleware, which includes data APIs that are similar to REST and the peer-to-peer network XRP ledger, in order to guarantee that everything is operating in the manner that it should be. In addition to addressing the challenges that traditional finance is currently confronted with, Ripple and the XRP ledger are providing innovative solutions to the problem of international payments. It is essential to take note of the fact that Ripple is the company that is providing these solutions. As a result of the fact that SWIFT is a key component of the infrastructure that serves as the foundation for the global financial system, more than 11,000 financial institutions are paying close attention to SWIFT. There is a component of this infrastructure known as SWIFT, which is regarded as being among the most important components. Customers are provided with assistance in the transmission of various financial transactions that are valued more than $21 trillion by daily CGI, which is one of the most major actors behind SWIFT. That which falls under this category is comprised of the payments that are made in real time. As an extra service, they offer assistance to customers in the processing of 40% of all international foreign currency settlements, 35% of all transactions carried out by Fedwire Trends, and 20% of all SWIFT payment transactions. Since the 1970s, computer-generated imagery has been utilizing the technology of the next generation in order to improve real-time payment systems. The reason that they started working on this project in the 1970s was because they were working along with various financial institutions to update and digitize payment technologies. They have at long last made it feasible for their customers to take advantage of payment methods that are less complicated, more expedient, and more secure. The fact that CGI has been able to successfully incorporate distributed financial technology into its commercial production as a result of its cooperation with Ripple is a considerable advance over the situation that existed previously. Their collaboration is directly responsible for this outcome. Both the value that consumers receive and the risk that is associated with adoption have decreased as a consequence of the implementation of this procedure. The value that customers receive has increased as a result of the implementation of this approach. Due to the fact that Ripple has been working toward gradually decentralizing the Ripple network, the connections that it has with other members are of utmost significance. The reason behind this is because Ripple has been working toward the achievement of this goal. CGI's implementation of the Ripple Validator node in 2016 is a noteworthy contribution to the company's efforts to simplify the process of bringing blockchain technology into commercial production. This node not only improves the network's resilience, but it also plays a significant role in CGI's efforts to simplify the process. The cooperation between CGI and its position at the forefront of payments modernization makes a substantial contribution to the simplification of the process of bringing blockchain technology into production. This contribution is made possible by the fact that CGI is at the forefront of technology. To assist financial institutions in limiting the amount of risk involved with their deployment and lowering the amount of time it takes to earn profits, CGI is excited to continue enhancing its usage of distributed financial technology. This will allow CGI to assist financial institutions in accomplishing this goal. CGI is eager to continue enhancing its operations through the utilization of distributed technology. It is also crucial to note that there is a connection between this and the elites, given that the World Economic Forum is working to protect vital infrastructure from the threat of a cyber pandemic. This is due to the fact that the Forum is working hard to safeguard vital transportation infrastructure. According to Ripple, which is a partner of the World Economic Forum, SWIFT did not keep a watchful eye out for the beginning of cyber attacks on its customers that extended outside of the main network. Ripple claimed that SWIFT was neglecting to keep a watchful eye out for these attacks during the time that CrowdStrike was in the process of splitting into its component pieces. This event took happen not too long ago. This connection is significant for a number of reasons, one of which is that the World Economic Forum has been promoting the idea of a cyber pandemic for a substantial amount of time. The fact that this campaign has been going on for a considerable amount of time is an essential fact to keep in mind. In light of this transition, it is likely that SWIFT is currently undergoing development with distributed ledger technology and blockchain technology, both of which are contributing to the development of SWIFT. Following the implementation of the new technology, the most basic approach for all of this to be on the chain on DT rails.